Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, Diamond Dynasty Baseball coming your way on the show. It's Seattle taking on New York. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. Really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Way upstairs, and that's ball 1. And there's a ball. And now the count filled up 3-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 out in the top of the first. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. In there at the knees, 0-1.
Here's a bit of a scouting report on Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He's athletic, has elite flexibility, kind of like you, Boog. He's got good strength, an ultra-fast arm, and exceptional movement patterns. He's tough on hitters, that's for sure.
And he swings over the top there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Aaron Judge at the plate. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0-1.
Base hit center field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Mark McGuire digs in now. That misses the zone. Ball 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Late with the swing there.
I wouldn't throw him another
1
breaking
ball,
ball.
2
Try to
strikes.
go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Good eye in that spot.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Back at Yankee Stadium, and on the hill, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Evan Carter stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Yamamoto, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against. Inside, and a count 2-1.
Well, he's got power, and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So, to his advantage, he can expand the zone.
And it's strike 2.
He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can also break it off because when you're geared up for good velocity, it's hard to stay back. You have to make a decision really early.
And he's out on the tag. 2 down, bases empty. And now Jason Bay. So what's the approach from an offensive perspective against a guy that doesn't give up a lot of hits?
I think you just kind of have to lean out over the plate and, take your base. But seriously, you just have to try to shorten up. I think guys choking up on the bat a little bit to have some more bat control, be a little bit quicker, and don't get greedy.
2 outs, bases empty. The 0-2. Strike 3. It's a strikeout for Yoshinobu. New inning getting started. And here is Kobe Mayo. Yamamoto back to work. That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Oh, and you can throw that big curve on the inside part of the plate. Very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on plane with. You can have a lot of success if you can pitch in that location.
And a foul ball.
Ball.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Yandy Diaz now. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. That one hit to right. Gwynn pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Jeff McNeil stands in.
The second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
And it's fouled away. Center field. Carter. And that is that. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now the first baseman, Ben Rice. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Ripped to short. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. Now it's the second baseman, Christian Moore. Smoked on the ground to second. McNeil gets it to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Here's the catcher to hit, Drake Baldwin. That one ripped right center field. The throw in. And he's out.
He's out.
Up, down, and that ends the inning. Back in the Bronx, and here is Chase Mydroff. my draw. In the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2022. Strike 2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Just off the inside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Not close with that one. Ball 2. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And delivers outside. Swing and a ball line to center. Carter makes the ground. 2 down. So the batting order turns over. Jarren Duran now at the plate. Ground ball to the right side. He'll do it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the inning. Here's the 3rd baseman, Adrian Beltre. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
You know, this group of hitters definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Next offering is fouled back. Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. Eddie Murray will hit next. That misses, and it's 1-0. Still tied at 0, last of the 3rd. And that one got a piece of him. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. There's the strike.
Boog, Tatis is so athletic, he probably could have carved out a career in other sports if he wanted, but he grew up in a baseball family with baseball in his blood.
Squeezes it, and there's 2 away. So the lineup flips over, and the batter now, Tony Gwynn. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And right back to the mound. On to first, and that is the inning. All set for the start of the inning. Now here is Julio Rodriguez. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And ball 1 to Judge. Fouled off down the right side.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Next pitch is outside. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Into the second deck and gone. Kissed that ball goodbye. Now at the plate, Mark McGwire. Lined, and that's a base hit. Man at first, Kobe Mayo getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss as he was late. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. Top half of inning number 4. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And here's the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. He's 0 for 1. That one hammered center field back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. And now here's Jeff McNeil. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That one misses. And that is ball 1. On the ground. They take the force out, and that'll do it. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now the center fielder, Evan Carter. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And a swing and a miss.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That one fouled off. A little out front there as he swings through it.
You know, Luke, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ben Rice. Tap foul at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch misses, and the count even 1-1. That one in triple digits.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back in New York, we go to the top of the 5th, and the batter now, Chase Mydroff. Yamamoto back to work. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Waste no time there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
At the plate, Yainer Diaz. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Tatis to second, over to first, safe. Back to the top of the lineup, now batting Jarren Duran. Breaking ball inside, ball 1. And that is out of play. Diaz, the base runner at first with 1 out. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Julio Rodriguez digs in now. Not even close there. And that's ball one. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Next
2
pitch
balls,
way
1 strike.
upstairs. Swing and a ground ball. They get the force, and that is that. Back here in New York, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Stepping in, Christian Moore. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
Well,
0-1's
these
the
guys,
count.
as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the
No
first
balls, 2
pitches they've
strikes.
seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
In the air out to center. Rodriguez makes the catch, and there's one gone.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
Baldwin
Nope.
in the box
That's
here.
inside.
Lets that one go for a ball. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. That's out to center field. Reaching for it and brings it in. So digging in, Adrian Beltre. Grounded out his first time. Ground ball
That
left
ball's
side.
foul.
And that's just foul. And a swing and a miss.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5
0-2 is the
shutout
count.
innings.
Good job to fight that one off. Battling here as he fouls it away. Up the middle. Gloves it on the dive. Over to first. What a play.
He's out.
Inning over. Back for more from the Bronx. Leading off, Aaron Judge. Judge goes 6 feet 7 inches, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2013. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one back there. Gone off the center field window. See you later. Mark McGuire now at the plate. That one's in there, 0-1.
So you just got to delete it.
0-1.
You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
That one to first. He takes it on his own. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. So up next, Kobe Mayo. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one back. And out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 4-0. One down. Yandy Diaz will hit next. 0 for 2 in this one. So they turn to their closer, Jimmy Garcia. He's into the game with the bases empty. And first offering is fouled off. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it stays fair. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, and he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Digging in, Jeff McNeil. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Beltre snags it, 2 away now. So 2 down now, and here is Chase Mydroff, 1 for 2. Down the left field line, could be extra bases. Coming home. He will score.
Everything came together for him. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Now it's going to be Yainer Diaz.
Ball.
And that's in the dirt. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. Back now in the Bronx. Well, we go bottom 6, and now the DH, Eddie Murray. And first offering is fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Rodriguez settles under it, and there's 1 down. So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Tony Gwynn. Outside low, and that's ball 1. That one pushed foul.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Duran brings it in, and that is that. Back in the Bronx, top of inning number 7. Now the left fielder, Jarren Duran. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, these players digging into their numbers have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and 1 away. Julio Rodriguez getting ready to hit. And ball 1. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Here's Aaron Judge at the dish. His 2024 season, ridiculous. He became the first player in 20 years to finish with a slugging percentage over 700.
Yeah, the last American League player to slug 700 was Mark McGwire, and Judge was the first Yankee to do it since Mickey Mantle.
Ground ball right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. Judge out of the play. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Evan Carter. Yeah, there's the strike. And a swing and a miss there.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Foul ball, still 0-2. That's down and in. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. And now Jason Bay.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Out front with the swing, and that is strike one.
0-1.
Swings through that one for strike two.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away. And now the first baseman, Ben Rice. The changeup missing, and it's 1-0. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. Stays alive. Diaz makes the catch. Back at Yankee Stadium, and now here is Mark McGwire. Garcia back to work. That's off the inside corner. 1-0. Out to short. Tatis throws to first, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. And now Kobe Mayo. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And another ball. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2-2 count. 3-2.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Carter in position, makes the catch for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Yandy Diaz digs in now. 1 for 3. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Next offering is fouled back.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. On the ground to the left, and foul ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time, the 2-3. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Christian Moore. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-1's the count.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Kelly, the slender right-hander. The high heat, too much on that one. Here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin. Strike one.
0-1.
Swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And 2 away now. Beltre at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there.
The count.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Outside. 1-2 to count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. And that's a strike. Pitch misses inside, and 1-1. Out to center, Carter. And there's 1 away. And the batter will be the shortstop, Chase Mydroff. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Carter brings it in. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now a chance for Yainer Diaz. On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond, and the inning is over. Bottom 9. Now it's the DH, Eddie Murray. First pitch doesn't find the zone. In the air, left field. Durant makes the grab, 1 away. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Now it's the right fielder, Tony Gwynn. Fought off foul. Off the mark there. And that is ball 1. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And that is the ball game. 5-0 the final. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's the No Sox and the Lions. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to roll. And today's starter, Shota Imanaga.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And now the DH, Jacob Wilson. And he's the home run leader on this team, Singy. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And we are underway. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it.
And that one gets away at the plate. Nobody out. Runner at first. This one popped up. Moore. Drops into the glove. 1 away. And now it's going to be Ellie De La Cruz. He was late there. Strike 1.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
0-2 now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And a pitch. Got him swinging. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill today, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back. And it bangs off the foul pole. Home run. He'll circle the bases and they grab the lead. It's 1-0. Evan Carter, the next to hit. Slider right there.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
But the big bat's coming up, and a home run already surrendered. He's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
And down on strikes. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Next to hit, Babe Ruth. That one's carrying. And that ball is out of here. Second home run of the inning for him. And they add a run. It's 2-0. So 1 out, nobody on. Here's the left fielder, Jason Bay. Down in the dirt, swing and a miss. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Young slings to first in time.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Ben Rice,
Ball one,
the
no
next
strike.
to hit, takes outside. And there's a strike.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's
I got
a
a ball, 1
beautiful
strike.
splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Throw on to Freeman, and that ends the inning. Back in New York, second inning set to go. And now, Alfonso Soriano.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
Strike two.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's
Okay,
trying to go
down.
deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
And
Oh,
that
that's
skips
low.
in the dirt. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Shea Langoliers will hit next. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1's the count.
Foul ball. One down, base is empty. That misses the zone. Now 1-2. Now one
That's ball
miss.
2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Pete Crow Armstrong now at the plate. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Up the middle, Moore. In plenty of time to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back in the Bronx, bottom of the second. Here's the second baseman, Christian Moore. Yamamoto back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
And that one wrapped foul. Dives. What a play.
Batting seven, the catcher, Drake. Baldwin.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Drake Baldwin. He swings and misses at the first pitch.
0-1's
0-1.
the count.
He swings and fouls one off. That missed by a lot. And the count 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr.
With Tatis at the plate, we're looking at a player that is never going to be considered boring. He's an electric player that manages to make plays most players wouldn't consider trying. And he plays the game his own way. It's a big reason why he's considered such a fan favorite.
Tatis waits. Strike 3. Yoshinobu gets the K. So digging in, Eddie Murray. Baldwin leads off first with 2 down to the inning. A little out front there as he swings through it.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Two outs. And there's a ball. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just having a hard time catching up.
Crow Armstrong running hard to get it. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And that's the inning. Back here in New York, top half of the 3rd inning. Now here is Seiya Suzuki. Suzuki goes 5 feet 11 inches, 30 years old now, and he was born in Japan.
You know, this group of hitters definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. And forget it. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 2-1. Here's Josh Young. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. The throw to second is offline.
He was all over that one. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Foul ball there. Man at second. Swing and a foul straight back. Right side. And it'll be 1st and 3rd now after that miscue. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Hilton Smith digs in now. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Next offering upstairs.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got
lifted in the air, right field. He's got it. Runner tags for home. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 2-2.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Line drive to short and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Ground ball right side, and that chance handled. That's out number 3. Back for more from the Bronx. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the center fielder, Tony Gwynn.
Here's one of those crazy stats about Tony Gwynn. If you split his career numbers in half, he'd still rank first in Padres history in runs, hits, total bases, and doubles.
On the ground, De La Cruz. Over to first. One up, one down.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
Soriano sends it to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. And now the right fielder, Babe Ruth. Soriano gets it to first. 3 up, 3 down. Inning over. Back now in the Bronx. On to the 4th. Now it's the second baseman, Alfonso Soriano. Swing and a miss.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
Swing and a pop-up. Moore makes the grab, 1 down. Here's the catcher to hit, Shea Langoliers. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
0-1's the count.
This one in the air. He's got it. There's 2 away. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Grounded out his first time up. And there's a foul ball. Grounds 1 to short. Tatis handles that chance. On the run, sends it over to first. Yet he beats the throw. He's safe. Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. He's already homered here in this one. Runner on the move. In the dirt. And now a man into scoring position. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. 2 outs. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Runner at second. 2 down. Line drive, base hit. Headed for the plate. The throw in. And he's in there. And a run comes in to score.
Picks himself up an RBI. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it. And that is that. Bottom of the fourth. Now the left fielder, Jason Bay. Swings through that one for strike one.
Well, these guys, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, Payne.
Oh, that pitch got away from him, and that's a hit by pitch. First and second, no outs. Next to hit, Christian Moore.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Swings through that one.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably.
And ring him off, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. And here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Pounding ball here, rolls foul.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
2 on, 1 out. And a big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now batting.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
0-1.
0-1's the count.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.